Are you ready for some good news? Your life is connected with heaven, whether you know it or not. God is in your life every single day. Today's text is about Jacob in Genesis chapter 28. And he dreamed, and behold, there was a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven, and behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And Jacob woke from his sleep and said, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." That's Genesis 28, 12 and 16. Throughout my Christian life, I've heard people urge, you ought to have more faith. But I didn't know how. I wanted to have more faith. I was willing to try harder to have more faith. But how do we actually have our faith built? The new series we begin on today's broadcast shows the way. Some years ago, I was reading the Passover story, and this exhortation just leapt off the page at me in Exodus 13. Then Moses said to the people, "Remember this day in which you came out of Egypt, out of the house of slavery, for by a strong hand the Lord brought you out from this place." The Lord had a clear reason in mind. He said at verse 9, "And it shall be to you as a sign on your hand and as a memorial between your eyes." Remember, commemorate, do not forget. And when I searched the Scriptures with fresh eyes, I realized the command was everywhere. In Deuteronomy in chapter 4 at verse 9, "Only take care and keep your soul diligently, lest you forget these things that your eyes have seen, unless they depart from your heart all the days of your life." And then chapter 5, verse 15 in Deuteronomy, in the midst of the 10 Commandments, "You shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and the Lord your God brought you out from there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm." Bless the Lord, O my soul. Forget not all His benefits, the psalmist said. Remember, therefore, from where you have fallen. Repent and do what you did at first. We learn in John's vision on Patmos in Revelation chapter 2. The key to building your faith today is remembering what God did yesterday. God has always been there, and the more like Jacob that you see your life connected to heaven, the more your faith will grow. That's the gospel. Well, that's today's daily devotional, and if you've missed today's important broadcast as we begin our series on God Moments, please go get it. It's free. It's at sharingthelight.org.